your thoughts on how you guys can get out of that funk?
Just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, analytic-wise, we're doing a lot of great things. So just be patient with it, know what's coming. Not try to get away from what we're doing. Just be a little cleaner on our entries, a little cleaner with our puck play. Be a little more direct, but those second opportunities, we just got to be better on those.
What are the analytics saying about the power play?
You got to ask some. I got told out there, but they're looking good. I mean, I think we've had some good opportunities, some good looks on our power play. We just haven't been able to score on it. And that happens. I mean, like I said at the start of the season, there's going to be ups and downs throughout the season. So obviously we're not happy with how it's going right now. But, we just got to stay patient with it and keep doing what we're doing and keep working on it and keep communicating to each other where we want to be, where the plays are to be made, and just stay patient with it.
This said the other day or yesterday that things are a little too cute out there sometimes. How do you get that out of your game?
Just be more direct, like I said. Be a little more just straightforward to the point. We don't need to score on every single shot we take. We got to try to create a little bit of a scrum in front of the net, kind of kick out pucks, and then that's when PKs kind of start running around and getting out of sorts. So, like I said, we're talking a lot about how we can be better on it, and we know we can be, and trying to figure it out.
What's pretty good defensively, usually, regardless of where the offense is at. What can you guys do to kind of tighten up moving forward here?
Just be a lot better in our puck play as well. Same kind of thing. Just help each other out, be back there with each other, be five as a unit, and when we get our opportunities to break out, we got to do a better job of it.
What's Savi's message been? Is he kind of taking it personally that you guys aren't producing on the power play? Like, how's he been through all this?
I mean, probably just like the rest of us. None of us are exactly thrilled about it, but like I said, there's nothing we can do about it. We're working to try to be better, and we know we have to be.
Craig is, fired up on the bench, not happy with what he's seeing. Specifically, like after that third goal goes in the other night, it looked like he was sparking down the bench at you guys. How does that impact you as a player? How does it affect you?
Well, it's pissed off when you're on the ice against a goal. So you're already pissed off. Like I said, we need to be more direct with that puck. We need to be better with it. We got to be as a five as a unit, and you expect it when you get back. It wasn't the prettiest of plays out of the five guys on the ice. So, that happens.
What do you think the Riley-Ekman-Larson duo together can do?
A lot. Obviously two very skilled guys with the puck and can make plays. So it's just making sure when we're out there, if we want them to be active, we got to be supporting them and sitting in F3 up high and making sure we're filling in that spot. We've been giving up a lot of odd man rushes, and that's when stuff really gets bad.
Any extra emotions when you go back into the building where your season ended the last time?
It's a big hockey game. It's another hockey game. We're not happy with our hockey game right now. We got to turn it around, or else it's going to be ugly.
Auston, what was the big takeaway, the big focus, would you say, at today's practice and just in general?
Just having good energy, coming in here, putting in some good work, and getting ready for tomorrow.
Do you like that drill where for the power play where there's sort of very little ice to work with and just working the one end, both units?
Yeah, I do, and I don't, just because the nets aren't in the spots that they usually would be. So I feel like visually it's off a little bit, but I think it's a good drill just to move the puck around, snap it around, move it quick, and like you said, it's a smaller area, so you got to make plays a little bit quicker.
How's Savvy been through all this? Is he taking it personally that you guys haven't quite clicked yet, or what's his message to you guys been?
No, he's been good. He's good communicating with us, individually as a group, and talking to him after practice, last couple games, last 4 games or whatever. If you're an analytics person, there's been some good numbers in different areas. Shooting percentage isn't good. There's obviously other areas that need to be cleaned up, but I think he's doing a good job of just communicating with us, and allowing us to obviously communicate back and give our opinions and feedback and just trying to work collectively as a group.
Craig wasn't happy with the way the third goal went in there last night. What was your perspective on what happened there?
I think just communication was off. I think the wingers, just covering the middle of the ice is obviously very important. So we didn't have that covered, and obviously they made us pay.
And when he's barking after that goal, what impact does that have on you as a player on the bench?
I don't know. There's no. It's hockey. You get yelled at sometimes. Coach yells. You just kind of take it as it goes. I don't know. There's obviously an impact. We obviously all respect him and and his presence and everything. And on the bench, and yeah, so it's not anything you take personal.
Your line has historically been really solid defensively, regardless of whether the offense is coming. What can you guys do to kind of tighten up moving forward?
Yeah, just cleaning up the little touches in D zone, cleaner exits, making sure that we're holding firmly in the slots. So when there are breakdowns or little plays that maybe don't get executed the right way, the middle of the ice isn't open for the other team there in the slot.
Where are you at in terms of penalty killing, picking that up, and rounding into form there?
Yeah, it's been better. I mean, obviously that one last night was on me, but I'm feeling more comfortable out there as the games go by, and it's good, easy for me. I think going out there with Mitchie, especially when we start, with his the amount of penalty killing time he's been doing it for a long time, and just his communication and our chemistry out there. So he makes it a little bit easier on me just with that asset, but I'm definitely feeling more comfortable in that regard.
Are there any extra emotions when you go back into the building where your season ended last time, for the first time the next season?
Yeah, I mean, it's always. I mean, we see these guys a lot. We've seen them a lot. I mean, in our time here, and it's always a physical, emotional game out there, and especially in Boston. So we know we need to have a good response and have a good start tomorrow, and make sure that everybody's on the same page and just ready to compete and work and get back to what was making us successful the previous 6 games.
Thanks all for the team to tighten up defensively moving forward.
Yeah, I think just simplify a little bit, play a little bit more direct, work on our forecheck and get our feet moving, and just be a little bit more physical. And that was working for us in the first few games, and try to get back to it. It was nice to get back and get a good practice in today.
How do you evaluate a week where it probably includes your best game and your worst game? If you look back at Monday and then how the week ended up going, is that just the ups and downs of a hockey season? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. Things are going to occur like that over 82 games, and like I said, I was glad that we got a practice day today. It's been a little while, so have a busy schedule here, but it's nice to get a good work day in and battle with each other a little bit and ramp up for tomorrow night.
This is kind of the first dip on your Craig. Just what's your sense of him and how he's reacting to it?
Yeah, it was, like I said, I don't want to keep saying it, but it was a good work day today. That's what you got to do to turn the page, and thought we had a good jump intercept today, good attitude about it, and went over some clips that we didn't like and move on and be better.
What's it feel like with Tana when you've been together?
Oh, good. We've spent probably too much time on the penalty kill this year, but with that being said, that there's a lot of familiarity just in kills together, and so I feel like our 5-on-5 play was pretty easy to play together. He's always in the right spot, it seems. Veteran, he talks a lot, and I feel I do the same for him.
Does it all kind of click back into place when you go back to your natural strong side, or is there kind of even an adjustment period to that because it's been?
Not really. I mean, honestly, throughout a game, even hopping back and forth from right to left. So penalty kill typically will kill left or sometimes right. So it's pretty seamless at this point.
How's the dynamic of that decor? I mean, you got guys who haven't gotten in, you got guys who want back in. How is everybody sort of handling their roles?
Yeah, I think that's when you have a really good team, you have really good depth and competition all over the lineup, and that drives everybody every single day to not be complacent and continue to get better within your own game and your team game.
Power plays obviously under some pressure to produce here. Being around them over the years, what have you noticed about how they're able to kind of dig it out and start producing when they go through the dry spells?
Yeah, I think you see around the league, anytime there's a little bit of a dry spell, all it takes is 1 or 2 games to kind of get the momentum back, and kind of the overall theme of just saving our 5-on-5 game is simplifying and kind of getting back to basics of shooting the puck with traffic and getting a couple dirty ones to get over that scoring slump we've had for a couple of games.
I know you've been in the league a good long time, but is Tana the kind of guy that you could still learn from?
Yeah, absolutely. I learn from everyone. You learn from veterans. You learn from rookies. I'm always watching guys' games and picking up on things, and the skill that comes in the league now is elite, and footwork, you name it. Up and down the lineup, old, young. I'm always looking.
What's it like when you walk into the building where your season ended for the first time the next year?
Pardon, say that again?
What's it like when you walk back into the building where your season ended for the first time the next season? What sort of emotions involved in a rematch against the team that knocked you?
Yeah, certainly ramped up emotions. Especially given our last couple of games, I think that's more of our focus than last year. Just getting this season back on the right track here.
The true test of a response will come Saturday, but 24 hours later, or actually 12 all that? Did you like the entire team from your team at practice?
Yeah, we had good energy out there. We went over stuff this morning and trying to, fix a few issues that we have right now. And, I thought practice was pretty good.
How's Mark Savard handling the struggles of the power play? What's your message to him, his message to the team? How's he?
Well, stay with it. We're all part of it, right? We all want the power play to do well, including the players. And, just got to keep banging away at it. They're getting good. They're getting opportunities. It's not going in. Our shooting's a little off and things like that. But we can also, get pucks into the good area of the ice a little bit more and create some second and third chances.
What was it about Mark Savard that you wanted him as part of your group here anyway?
Well, I worked with him in St. Louis, and he did a great job with our power play there. And I've known him as a player, and he was a very good power play guy himself as a player. So.
Why have you decided to stick with the same personnel on that top unit, the forwards at least, as they worked through?
Yeah, well, because I think what I'm seeing in the last 4 games is the chances they're creating. Now, in saying that, you got to produce and it's got to go in. But a lot of times you just switch it up to switch it up. But I see progression in the right direction.
You've talked a little bit about taking lack of discipline penalties, and obviously you're going into a place and tomorrow where their captain likes to goad people into such things. How do you try to get that out of your team?
Well, we got to be smart and play hard between the whistles. That's first and foremost. I mean, we can't be undisciplined and react to things. We got to be disciplined. We got to initiate as much as we can, and it's between the whistles. That's really what it boils down to.
Matthews, Marner duo, it's been pretty responsible defensively, even if the offense isn't there. What are you seeing for them? What can they do to tighten up moving forward?
Yeah, just a little loose in some areas, Again, we looked at that stuff today and talked to those guys, so they'll be better.
Steve Lawrence with Tavares, that's just rewarding some good hard work from that guy?
Yeah, and it's a hard-working guy for Johnny in the offensive zone. And, he's a very good player down low in the offensive zone and around the net and things like that. So, he's played pretty well. Stevie's got speed, big size. So I thought that line was good last night for us.
After that third goal goes in, you let Auston hear about it on the bench. Is that you letting off steam, or are you hoping that that's going to light a fire? What are you hoping to get out of that interaction?
It's just accountability to everybody, and that's all it is. It's nothing personal. It's just me being a coach and doing what I think is right at the time.
How's Berube coming along and Fraser Mitchell? What's his situation?
Yeah, Pat Chiretti was out there today, obviously, and we will see how he is after today's practice and, make a decision on that. Mitten is coming really well. He's been on the ice now a little bit, so he's really progressing in the right direction.
You've been in that building a few times since 2019, but do you ever, when you go back there, think about the fact, or even in that dressing room, that was where the pinnacle of your coaching career occurred?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think about it too much, to be honest with you, but it's always, it's a great place to go and play a hockey game, I'll tell you that. In Boston, it's always exciting there and good games, so it'll be another good one tomorrow.
Why went into the change of the top 2 defense pairs? What are you looking for from that?
Well, that was an in-game change we made, and just trying to match up some of our top-end players with puck movers, a little bit more, and then McCabe and Tanev, it's a good shutdown pair, right? They're both good defensively and physical and hard to play against.
Playing outside can be tricky sometimes. What do you think could allow for Ekman Larsson?
Well, he's played the offside before in the past, and he's a good puck mover, so I don't foresee it to be an issue.